And folks, we are here live at MACO 2024. And I told you, I have nothing but the heavy hitters. NoPixAfterDark, we make sure we have the heavy hitters because people are doing great things out here. And I'm going to talk about this company that's amazing, doing great things, Kaiser Permanente, okay? So we got, as a guest, because I know who's going to represent and show out and tell us all about Kaiser Permanente is Gracelyn McDermott, the VP of Marketing Sales and Business Development, change maker.
Yes.
How you doing today?
I'm doing well, and I'm so happy to be here with you today, Aaron.
Me too. It's been a year in the making.
I know.
Literally a year.
Remember last year you told me stop by the booth, and I wasn't able to do that, but I'm here today. I told you.
You're the hardest working person I know out in Maryland, okay? You are hard working.
You are the what is it? The hardest working podcaster in Maryland.
That's what they say. That's what they say. I'm going to go on a hiatus for a little bit. Well, I'm so happy to have you here because, you know, you guys are doing great things out here.
Yes, we are.
And we really want to focus on Kaiser, talk about what they have going on, initiatives of this year coming up, successes from last year, things that we can really highlight.
Okay.
So tell us, how long have you been at Kaiser real quick, and just a little quick background, and you know, the love you have for the company.
But we only have 15 minutes, right?
Facts.
Because
well, okay.
I can only give you a taste of what Kaiser Permanente can do in 15 minutes. I can't give you the whole kit and caboodle.
Well, this is part one.
Okay.
It's part one. All right.
I'm good with that. But back to your question, I've been with Kaiser Permanente for about 8 years. I am in as Vice President, Marketing, Sales, and Business Development. I like to say I'm responsible for all things retention and growth when that comes to membership. So that's our commercial membership, so our large and small employer groups, as well as our government programs, Medicare and Medicaid. And I also tend to be the person that many of the employer groups call when they have an issue, a concern, and I'm always there to help and do that. I came to Kaiser Permanente knowing that it was a top quality organization. Previously, before coming to Kaiser Permanente, I worked for a healthcare accreditation company. And lots of people haven't heard of URAC, but they heard of NCQA. And NCQA is one of the accreditors that note which health insurers have the highest quality. And I'm here to tell you that Kaiser Permanente has 5 out of 5 stars as rated by NCQA.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time with the people in the back.
Kaiser Permanente has 5 out of 5 stars as rated by NCQA. And what that means is we deliver high quality care. That's prevention, holistic, whole body care. And we do that through our integrated health model. I like to simplify it and say it's just really connected care.
Okay. 5 out of 5 is great.
5 out of 5 is awesome.
Because most people don't get 5, they get 4 out of 5.
They get 4, 4.5,
and
they get 5.
I know there's been a really big shift in focus for Central Maryland, the Baltimore region. Why is that? Why is that so important for you guys?
Well, what do you mean by shift?
Like
because we've always been dedicated to state of Maryland in particular.
Right.
But what we're trying to do, and I think this is what you're saying, is we want to get access to as many Marylanders as possible.
Right.
Because, and I think we talked about this before, we did a survey about a couple of years ago, and we compared Kaiser Permanente members against members on other insurance plans. And the result, and this is public data. We didn't just use our data, we used public data. And the results show that as a Kaiser Permanente member, you live on average 6 years longer. And get this.
I'm sold.
If you're African American, it's 8 to 9 years longer.
Now, why is that, you think? Why is that for us? Why do you think that?
Goes back to our integrated care model. Is we are not just an insurance company, we provide care and coverage under one roof. So we have not only our health plan insurance, but we have our physicians that are not incentivized based on how often I come to see you. They're incentivized by the results and the outcomes. So going back to the 5 out of 5, 8 stars.
Correct.
That's results. That's proven technology. And let's see if this works. Because one of the things I thought is, you know, I can't tell you how many times I've said to people, Kaiser Permanente believes in integrated care. And everybody thinks they know what that means, but until they become part of Kaiser Permanente, they really don't know. And I thought, well, let me just show Aaron our app. So what this is this is Kaiser Permanente in the palm of my hand. This is the kp.org app. See, it says, hi, Gracelyn.
Uh-huh.
This is my profile, my medical record that I have access to by just signing in. And I can go on here. Let's say I have a headache and heart palpitations or what have you. I can go on here and get care and figure out. The top of it right now, because we just came out of COVID, and COVID is still an endemic at the point. So the first thing you see is COVID vaccination.
Right.
I can just click on that button and find out where there's COVID vaccinations scheduled. The second thing is I schedule an appointment. So I want to go see my primary care doctor, I can schedule an appointment right there and then. The third thing, I'm sick, I want care now.
Right.
I can click that button. And let me show you this. Let's see if it works out. Usually tells you in the other screen what when I hit the Get Care Now, and I hit a Get Care Now with the clinicians, it's going to tell me exactly what my wait time is. What does that say?
0 minutes.
You saw me do it right there, right?
Hey, folks, I can't make this up, right?
You saw me do it.
I'm blown away.
Right there.
Because you know how long it takes to get in the doctor's office.
It takes a long time to get it. And a lot of people, so going back to the commitment to Maryland, is we recognize, especially coming out of COVID, that there's an expense associated with building business.
Yes.
If I had my way, I would have a Kaiser Permanente building 10 minutes away from wherever anybody worked or lives.
Right.
But I don't have that kind of investment capital spent.
Right.
So here, we can get you connected right away through the palm of your phone. And that's the kind of stuff that we're investing in right now.
I love that. That right there is a game changer to me. Because I know in my family, we're like, doctor's appointment not for another 2 weeks. That to me, to get coverage that quickly, 0 minutes.
Right.
0 minutes, folks.
And you've got a son, right?
Yes, I do.
You've got a son.
Got two.
And oh, you got
two.
Perfect.
Got two,
All right.
yes.
So you're here with me in MACO.
Right.
Who's taking care of the kids?
I got my partner. She's there.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's probably a busy woman, right?
Yes.
So what happens if one of your son suddenly has something red in their eye? Because you're here, she can't call you.
She's going to call a doctor.
She's going to call a doctor. Well, let me tell you what she can do if she were a Kaiser Permanente member.
Okay.
What she can do is do what I just told you, the Get Care Now.
Uh-huh.
She would get connected with the nurse. She might have your son sitting right there. They can see, oh my gosh, his eye's a little red, and be able to diagnose and say, he's got pink eye.
Wow.
That nurse is going to reach out directly to the pharmacist and order the antibiotic. She can go to the pharmacy and she can pick up the antibiotic, or they can have it delivered right to the home. And she doesn't have to leave because you're here. She can stay focused on whatever she has to do and get immediate care for her son. That's what integrated care is.
Sign me up. We can drop the mic on that. I really appreciate you explaining that to us, because I really want our audience to learn a little bit more about what you guys have going on. Because I've had a lot of friends who have Kaiser Permanente, a lot of people who are like, tell us a little bit more about that.
Right.
And so I'm very excited to talk and have further discussion about Kaiser and what you guys are doing. What's on initiative for next year? Anything going on?
Oh my gosh. So lots of things going on for next year. The key thing that we're working on is what I just showed you, is improving and working on the app. We are launching a new version of our electronic health record system, getting into MyChart. That's going to make it even easier for you to be able to access your records and communicate with your doctor, and more importantly, help our physicians as they deliver care. We've also and I think there was an article that came out probably a couple of days ago about the success that we've had with a company, an artificial intelligence kind of situation company called Abridge. Okay. And we were the first of our entire Kaiser Permanente population, because we exist across the country in about 8 regions. What this does is it allows more one-on-one interaction from the physician to the patient. So oftentimes, when you go into the doctor has a laptop in front and they're typing up all these things, and they'll type and type and type, and then they'll look at you, ask you a question, turn around, type and type and type. Well, with this technology, the doctor will say to you, Aaron, do you mind if I use a digital transcriber while you and I have a conversation? And you would say, of course, yes. And then the whole entire time, I am engaging you with care, talking to you, asking you questions, and being able to listen because that's the key
Very
in
important.
delivering care is listening to the patient. That's the number one thing that patients say when they complain about their doctor. My
listen.
doctor doesn't listen
Doesn't
to
listen
me.
to me at all, right?
So listen to you, and then at the end of the day, they're going to have the transcription right there and then. They can tweak it, and hand you it the what do they call it, the whatever the notes is when you walk away.
Okay.
I'm drawing a blank right
You're
now.
fine.
Giving it to your hand and walking away with it.
Wow. I can't wait to learn more
Yes,
about what you guys
yes,
have going on. This has
yeah.
been a very
And that's what excites me about our organization is we don't run from technology. I showed you the technology in the hand. I talked about a bridge. Everybody, when you talk about artificial intelligence, they say, oh my God.
They get nervous.
They get nervous.
Yeah, you
What's
get
that going to
nervous.
mean? From a privacy standpoint, very, very
Right.
important. But what we look at it from the approach of how can we use these new technologies, whether it's generative AI or any other kind of AI, to enable and make our physicians' jobs easier and really help us deliver better, more innovative care to our members and to our patients.
Folks, you heard it here first. This is the first episode of 6, and can't wait for you guys to hear about all this and more. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being a partner with NoPixAfterDark podcast. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it because I think health is so important. And that's something that we've talked behind the scenes about how cancer and things of that nature, just friends and families, but health is so important. And that right there, had a palm in your hand, it's a game changer.
Yes.
Folks, thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Gracelyn, for being here.
Thank you.
Love, peace, we're out.